State Champs Game Time Live is powered by Alta Equipment Company. Game Time Live is also brought to you by Lawrence Technological University, 1-800-CALL-SAM, the Michigan Army National Guard, the Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association, Reaction Technologies, and the MHSAA.
And welcome into Trenton, Michigan. It's the MIHL Showcase, and we got it for you here on the State Champs Network and Local 4 Plus, along with my broadcast partner, Mike Aviso. My name is Sean Belegian. Mike, we got a dandy tonight. How about a little Michigan taking on Ohio action?
Yeah, no one in Ohio high school hockey's won more state championships than St. Ed's. This program plays with sandpaper below the hash marks. Keep an eye on Leo D'Angelo. He's a defenseman that plays with an edge.
And, of course, the host, Trenton. What more needs to be said? A traditional power here, and a power that has a lot of firepower this season.
Yeah, Coach Clements focused this week's practice on physicality and defense, but they're going to need another big game out of Player of the Year nominee Donovan Durbin if they're going to get back in the win column tonight.
We got the drop of the puck in just a moment. Don't you go anywhere. St. Edward taking on Trenton here on the State Champs Network and Local 4 Plus.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. That's what Bernstein means to me.
At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Sennebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and technicians are available 24/7. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
And welcome into Trenton. Game 2 here on the State Champs Network and Local 4 Plus, along with Mike Avisil and the best crew in the business. My name is Sean Belegian, and Mike, a little Michigan-Ohio action here. Trenton taking on St. Edward.
Yeah, two storied programs. The Trenton Trojans, everyone in Michigan that follows high school hockey knows them. A ton of state championships, a lot of pride. But there's no more storied program out of Ohio than St. Ed's. with 11 state championships, Sean, more than anybody in Ohio high school hockey.
And speaking of tradition, all one has to do is look around this arena and see all the banners in this arena celebrating the long, storied history of the Trenton Trojans. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen this Trojan team get hot at the right time. This is Trojan time, Mike. Anybody who follows high school hockey, they always seem to get better in the last month and a half of the season.
Yeah, well, Coach Clements played for the Trojans, so you almost feel like his philosophy was handed to him from his coach as a player, because he told us it's not about that losing streak that we just had. It's as long as you're playing good when the playoff starts, and that's all that matters.
No doubt about that. By the way, Mike, we had a visitor in the rink. I don't know if he bought a ticket, but our buddy Ravy found a visitor in the rink. Look at that.
Yeah, look at him go. Right
See
here.
how smart he is? It's cold outside, and he said,
right
you
there.
know what? I got the best seat in the house for some hockey right there.
Freeze it right there, Ravian. Freeze it. Because you look, Sean, look at his eyes. His eyes are laser focused right here, and that is on my Doritos is what he's looking at.
I love your shapes. Your shapes make me so happy. It reminds me of my childhood, my innocence. Shout out to Mrs. Wolke, my kindergarten teacher, when I learned shapes. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, like finger painting,
yes,
right? That's
absolutely.
It's exactly what it is. I've got messy fingers and look at me. I can draw all over the place, and I'm getting confidence with this. So, Ravian, on my call, you just be waiting, buddy.
We're having fun here tonight, no doubt about that. Hey, this is, Mike, I've called it the granddaddy of them all for a decade because there's nothing like this. I mean, really, there's nothing like this MIHL showcase in Trenton. And again, the hospitality booth, I can't say enough about not only the great food that they have in there, but certainly the smiling faces working in there as well. So shout out to all of the wonderful people working in the hospitality room here, or as you so succinctly put it, the food room.
I love the food room. And just to talk about this being the granddaddy of them all, Sean, when we sat down with Coach Tim Sullivan from St. Ed's, he let us know, he made a point to let us know what an honor it is to get the invite to the MIHL showcase. And not only does he know that, but his players know that, and the surrounding hockey community there is honored to get that invite. And I know a lot of them are watching back home in Cleveland, so hello to all of you.
I don't think people understand, and perhaps if you're watching in Cleveland, we welcome you in, but I don't think people understand, Mike, the amount of scouts that are all over the building, the amount of college programs that are all over the building. You see them wearing the team coats. You see them wearing the gear. I know our buddy Coach Phelps from Schoolcraft doing a heck of a job with the Ocelot program. He's been here literally all day asking me about this guy, telling me what he thinks about that guy. And that's the thing with an event like this, Mike. It really attracts the scouts, and all eyes are on the incredible talent at this level.
Yeah, what a job Coach Phelps has done with that Ocelot program, and he's made a monster there, and that monster is basically Michigan high school hockey kids, a lot of top-end talent, and like you said, all the jackets. I'm like a gawker around here trying to look, what's that jacket, what's that? The Null jackets, the USHL jackets, the college jackets, they're all over the place. These guys are looking because, like it or not, everybody, Michigan high school hockey has come a hotbed for talent. Just take a look at Brooks Rogowski out there in the OHL.
He'll be a first-round pick. Book it.
Yep, you've
Mark
been
my
booking
words,
it.
He will be a first-round pick. Mike, about to get this one started. Of course, the Trojans in that classic look, the white jerseys, the blue and yellow trim, and the visitors, St. Edward, in that green and yellow. We're about to get this one underway. We always love to give shout-outs. Thanks again to our buddy Micah, the head coach at Houghton. Summers Sausage Shop out of Crystal Falls, Michigan. They hooked us up with some venison summer sticks with cheddar, and our friends from Alpena. Go Wildcats, I can throw that out there. Some smoky venison.
Yeah.
Oh, it was delicious.
I have a feeling that we've added a stop to our trips in the UP, Sean, to the summer sausage shop, and we will be going there. We got the top line from Trenton out here, and what I'm going to tell you is this St. Ed's team is going to bring a whole lot of sandpaper this entire game.
Eccles taking the draw against Souders, controlled by Trojans. Just underway here. So glad you can join us. Boy, an opportunity, golden opportunity, just plopped in front of the stick of the dangerous St. Edward's squad. Trenton packed in their own zone to start this giveaway here. Shot comes in. Oh, big stop there. Theo Dole got a piece of that one. That one's going to be sent the length of the ice. Speaking of the UP, I am going to hold John Watson to something he said about an hour and a half ago. He said, we are going to the UP again next year. I am holding that to you, John Watson.
I cannot wait. I'm going to put it on my calendar, and I'm going to start a countdown starting tomorrow during our live show, which I hope everybody tunes into on the State Champs YouTube channel.
2 o'clock to 3:30 tomorrow, as a matter of fact. Control off the draw by St. Edwards. Now Trenton trying to get it out. Early edge just underway to St. Edward, keeping the puck in the zone. Now Trent with a good breakout to center ice. 1-on-2 the other way. Tried to go outside and in. Did the Trojans. That one comes in, and we get a freeze with 15:55 to go here in this first period.
All right.
Alex Vole, the junior goaltender, starting for St. Edward.
Yeah, he looked behind him, didn't know if he had it, but that line of Popowich, Pattenon, and Jones is one that Trenton's going to lean heavily on for some secondary scoring.
Now it's Trojans trying to tilt the ice the other way. Back in behind the net, sending it behind the net. Carter Smith, the defenseman, to the line, but not out. And again, Vole had to glove that down. So Vole one way, Dull the other way.
Yep. And we've got the third line jumping over here, it looks like, for Trenton with Pulowski and Barrett. And again, we know that top line of Trenton, they're very heavy in their scoring leaders there. They need some secondary scoring to be successful.
Controlled off the draw by St. Edward. Out into the neutral zone with a little speed now. Here they come in the attacking zone. Shot from the dot. Dole had to be careful there, got a piece of it. Good pace to start this one, Mike. Two teams that like to move the puck. Giveaway there, high slot, but taken right back by Trojans. Nice little dipsy-do move there by Pidcock. Promptly knocked in by Gibby Barrett. Into the neutral zone, controlled by Bradford. They send it back up. Trying to pick up some speed in the neutral zone is Pulowski. He's just going to throw it into the corner. He almost was the first one there. Picked off along the far boards by LeMay. Boy, is he having a year, huh? Zach LeMay wearing the number 5, a very active defenseman.
Yep, that's a forward move to defense, Sean, and he is very offensively gifted.
Oh, is he ever. Here he is coming in. Big stop by Vole. St. Edward on their heels a little bit here as Trojans get the forecheck going. The dangerous number 19, Donovan Durbin, out there. Dull's going to leave it there. Picked up by Trojans. Far wing now, coming the other way is Brett Allen. That's another dangerous player. Gets it back, backhand comes in. Vole got a piece of it. Allen still on it. Back in behind the net. Eccles there. He's pinned along the boards. Sesko with a hit. Now an opportunity to skate it out for St. Edward. They do. Carter Smith. He loses it. Boy, nearly a pickoff, high slot. Well, you see St. Edward, they've done their work, Mike. They've had a couple of those plays. There's a play at the line. Kept in, sent in deep, but picked up by St. Edward. They come the other way, thrown to the far wing, but Eccles is there. Eccles leaves it there for Allen. Allen forced to start over in his own zone. Picks up speed off the skate. Nice play there. They're going to send it in deep and go for a change as the play is called.
Yeah, he was just about a step off that red line. Ref was right on it, made the call, but I think Coach Clement's going to be very happy with the start of his team's game. They're really possessing the puck. They're moving their feet. They're causing a lot of problems with St. Ed with their speed and that puck movement.
Let's see who takes the draw here. Stepping into the draw. That's Mark Reese. But controlled by Trojans. Kept in at the line, but now an opportunity to skate out for Trojans. That's Brownline. Brownline throws it to Popowitz. Controlled by St. Edward. And they get it back. Off the glass and into Trojan zone. They're going to go for a change. This gives an opportunity to Ethan Gilbert to create some space. Wearing the C here. What an honor that is to wear the C for the Trenton Trojans, folks. Borowee doesn't get the puck out. Gets another chance now. Finally, with some speed coming the other way, is Dawson. He's taken down in the corner. No call there. I know some of the St. Edward fans were looking for one. The official said no, sir. Forced back in his own zone is Meek. Meek sends it the other way. It's picked off by Bradford. Bradford goes D to D in his own zone, but St. Edward picks it up. Along the dot, backhanded in by Edward Dosa. He's going to go for a change. Trenton just shoots it all the way down. Of course, icing waved off with the goaltender Vole touching it. Opportunity to break out for St. Edward. They do. Into the neutral zone, chipped ahead, but controlled by Bradford. Trojans trying to get something going in the neutral zone. Nice move at the line to get it in. Pulowski. He throws it in deep into the corner. Back in behind the net. First one there is going to be Bradford. Bradford goes back to the point now. 3 Trojans up top. 2 Trojans in deep battling with 2 St. Edwards players. In back behind the net. Centering pass lay there for just a moment. Vole hugging his goalpost. Another big stop there by Vole. This one's going to be iced. And it's called in behind the goaltender, Theo Dole. Hey, Ulta Equipment knows when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Give them a call, 844-GO-TO-ULTA.
A couple things here, Sean. You can see Coach Sullivan mentioned them working in the neutral zone. Oh, we're going to go to a replay here. Thank you, Ravion. Just a little bit of physicality down here, getting pucks in front of the net for Trenton. That is something that Coach Clements was stressing in practice today, or this week.
Here comes Durbin. Throws it to the wing. The dangerous Allen was there, but taken away. Going the other way. St. Edward with a shot, and that's deflected up. Dangerous shot there by Souders.
Wow, Jacob Souders. What a little quick snapshot. Just a little movement of those wrists, and that puck was going. I was saying earlier, Coach Sullivan told us they've really been working. I think they've got some work in the neutral zone, and it looks like they're trying to keep everything out of the middle and make you enter from the board. It's very safe on the boards.
Going wing to wing, that's too far, and that's going to be called on the icing.
Well, our last game, CC Calumet set the standard for pace. We've got a nice one starting here with St. Ed's and Trenton. Let's see if they can keep it up and how fast this game can get by.
Draw comes back in the Trenton zone. Clean win. Shot from the point goes wide, but St. Edward's still on the puck. Big hit in the corner. Boy, you could hear that up here. Stepping up high, slot score. A cannon from Kenny Sesko. Mike will take a look at the replay. You could see Theo Dole kind of hold his hands up as if to say, nothing I can do there, but I think this might be Sesko's goal.
Yeah, and he got a piece of it right here. He just walks into it, but you see in front, number 2, Sean Gillian. Watch him pass right by the goalie here, and oh, you can't see the puck. It bounced off Dull's shoulder. He did a good job even getting a piece of that one, but an old-time slap shot by number 3. Kenny Sesko goes upstairs.
Did you say number 3?
I tried to say 23.
Well, you sounded like Patrick Waugh there. That heavy French accent.
Would that be 23?
Very nicely done. Tree. Shot comes in. Oh, rebound comes out. Score! Trenton comes right back to tie this at 1.
And that's what you want out of this line, your second line. We get scored against. We need a little bit of fire. And just look at the snapshot right up over the glove by number 11, Aiden Pettenau. Me and names, my goodness.
Stick to CHAMPS. 1-1. 10-11 to go here in this first period. Think we're having fun here tonight? Oh, no place we'd rather be, folks, really. And this is a great start to this one. Another shot comes in. Vol had to be careful. He gloves that one down. Hey, you know, it was interesting to hear them talk, to hear Coach Sullivan talk about what an honor it is to be here. Hey, you know what? We feel the same way. It's pretty cool and an honor to have such an esteemed program like St. Edward here.
Oh, absolutely. I've got to see them a couple times, once down in Cleveland and throughout the times here in the state, Sean. It's always a well-coached, like an oiled machine coming at you.
They come with speed again. Centering pass, big rebound. Oh, didn't miss by much. Woody Wright had the right side of the net and just shot it wide. This comes into Dole. He's going to leave it there for Bradford. Back into the neutral zone, picked up there by St. Edward. Shot in deep. Just shooting that in with Souders. Giving chase down there is Woody Wright again. To the line, kept in by St. Edward. They're just going to pump it in deep, try to do some work behind the net. Nice job there, the long reach of number 7, Souders. Paying a price, blocking a shot, in back behind the net again. Sean Gilliam. Sean, who spells his name the right way, S-E-A-N. Finally an opportunity to get it out for Trojans in the neutral zone. Just shot in right in on Vol, and he's going to drop it. Leave it there for John Borrowey. Poke checked away in the neutral zone, and here come Trojans again. Eccles. Eccles with a shot. That's blocked on the way in. In behind the net. St. Edward, opportunity to clear it out. That pass misses, and it's called on the icing.
You know, as we're doing this game, Sean, it's getting a lot easier. And I've got to give credit to our producer, Chuck, because these line charts, Chuck from State Champs, as his dad calls them, these line charts that he printed off are in such a great font. I can read everything. It's got all the information I need. Thank you, Chuck.
From State Champs. Eccles thrown out. Draw taken by LeMay, but controlled by St. Edward. Into the corner there. Boy, these teams are moving, aren't they, Mike?
Oh, yeah.
Centering pass doesn't connect. Cleared to the line, but not out. Kept in by Trojans. LeMay with the shot from the point. That doesn't connect. Bouncing puck again. Boy, when it's cold like this, Mike, you see the puck bouncing all over the place.
And has it been cold? I don't like it. I wish it would go away.
Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your dream of scholarship-level college athletics is real. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while earning a world-class degree. Scholarships available at LTURecruitYourself.com. Of course, it's great to see so many LTU hockey people out here as well, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. They're all over the place. They're looking for players. They got some nice programs there. Their D1 and D3 programs doing really well. I'll get to it next time.
Controlled off the draw by St. Edward. Boy, they've been good in a circle so far. Mike, is it just my imagination, or they've won their fair share of draws already here tonight?
Yep, and it leads to possessions like this.
Power play opportunity here for St. Edward. Playing on the umbrella on this power play. Souders going dot to dot, doesn't connect. Still with control, St. Edward. They pump it in deep, now back to the point. That shot stopped. Another shot comes in, a couple of stops by Dole. Dangerous move, cleared to the line, finally out. Now with speed the other way, here come Trojans. Brett Allen comes in. Oh, Vol had to be very careful to keep a glove on that, so the dangerous Allen couldn't pick up that garbage.
Yeah, you see why he's the leading scorer on this team. Speed, hands, and a whole lot of skill. As we have the replay here of a shot on Dull, the save, and there's a rebound. There's going to come out another one. Oh, glove save there. Dull's really on his game right now, Sean. Now, what they would like him to do is to control those rebounds a little bit more. Coach Clement said they were going to work and practice on that.
Trojans knocking in deep. Vol comes out. He leaves it there for Wright. Woody Wright, head up. First pass out of the zone. Coming the other way. Centering pass. Look, a big stop by Dole. Oh, a lovely pass in front, and Dole kicked the smokestack out. 45 seconds left in this power play opportunity for St. Edward. 1-1 game. Shots on goal in favor of Trojans by an 11-6 mark, but pretty even, Mike.
Yeah, the game's been back and forth. Both teams getting their chances. Both goaltenders doing their job.
Nice move at the line by Gilliam. He loses it, though. Giving chase the other way is Lonato. Back in behind his net. Tries to hit Willock up front. He chips it in deep. Trojans' first one there. Can't get it out, though. Stepping in. Good job stepping in there by Meek. Meek with a centering pass, and finally, Dull says enough of that and gets a freeze just as the penalty expires, and we'll go back to 5-on-5, Mike.
Yeah, what I was going to try to get to a few minutes ago, I don't know if I've ever seen this, Sean. Oh, we're going to go to a replay here of St. Ed's coming in, and watch the toe save right there on the... he is just on his game. He is moving side to side, and I'll get to that thought the next break.
That one shot in. Dull leaves it there. Picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert gets it out to Allen. Allen up for Eccles. Eccles waiting, backhand, lots of traffic. Vol gets a stop. Mike again, he looked behind him, but somehow secured the puck with 5:48 to go here in this first period of a 1-1 game.
How about Donovan Durbin getting dirty going to the net there? He got knocked down, but that was going to cause a little bit of chaos. So I got to get to this point. It was about 5 minutes ago, and Allen got thrown, or Eccles got thrown out of the faceoff. I don't know if I've ever seen this. They brought Zach LeMay, the defenseman, in to take the faceoff. I've never seen a defenseman step in there.
Not a bad decision, huh?
No.
Allen back in his own zone. Just gets the puck out. Now Durbin's going to come back to give some support. Look at Durbin. Look at Durbin picking up speed. Look at Durbin coming in. Durbin with a shot. Didn't miss by much. Boy, when he turned it up, he looked dangerous in the neutral zone. And he's on it again, Durbin. Backhanded, though. Out of play. Just over the line.
And I think Ravian's going to have a replay of this, and if he can stop it right before Durbin's shot, I would appreciate it, so I get to do some finger painting. Stop it right there. Now you look where that is. He's going to go through this little area right here, and that's going to get a screen on the goalie, and it goes through.
Stop it.
What a great by Donovan Durbin setting up that screen.
Oh,
that's why that guy scores so many goals.
Yeah,
That's a skill.
No doubt. Brownlie going to take this draw. Can't tell who it is on the other side. I think it's Reese. It was Reese indeed. And it gets out to the neutral zone. Trojans have to start. Doherty. Popowitz tried to chip it forward, but St. Edward on it. For it's taken away. Coming with speed now, Doherty. Once again helped out by his mate Popowitz, and the play is called. 4:56 to go here in this first period. Hey, by the way, Sam Bernstein Law, the presenting sponsor of the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Voting is now available on statechampsnetwork.com. Injured? Get the Bernstein advantage. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM.
You want to keep an eye on number 7, Aiden Doherty. Coach Clements talked about him. He's one of their young guys. He's an 09. I think that gets him. He's about a sophomore, but he really likes him and says he has a lot of potential, and we're going to be seeing him for a while.
No doubt. Don't forget Brian Haynes, filling in admirably for Patty Cesarini. We wish Patty all the best. I know she's been fighting off the flu. It's certainly going around. All the best to Patty. Trojans trying to get something going, get the puck in deep. Gibby Barrett working down there.
Oh, the net
knocked off its moorings, so.
Yeah, that happens. I think as it gets colder, like it is too, we get that bouncing puck, but we also get the net coming off a little bit more. It's harder for it to bear down in there. The ice breaks around it. And this weather, Sean, like I said, I don't like it, and I wish it would go away.
I'm with you, pal. Hey, good news is it's supposed to be in the 20s in a couple days.
Yeah, I might be laying out in the backyard, put a blanket out, get Nelly, and enjoy the sun while it's there.
Well, you've always loved dogs, so there's that.
Oh.
Kept in by the Trojans. Boom. Score! Brett Allen. Knew when to release, and what a release it was.
And that's your leading scorer for Trenton right there. He held that puck. We'll watch it here. He's going to hold the puck. He's going to come around, and again, head up, looks, sees that short side, and then pushes it right on there. That is a goal scorer's goal right there. A little bit off his angle was full, and Brett Allen took advantage of it.
Trojans take a 2-1 lead with 4:05 to go here in this first period. Shots on goal, 12-7 in favor of Trojans. And they're looking for more. Durbin coming down the left wing shot. Oh, it seemed to cross up Vol that time, but he recovered. And he gets the stop.
I always admired Donovan Durbin's shot. Remember last year, Sean, we did a Trenton game, and he had the hat trick here at the showcase. He's a big-time player in big games.
All right, let's see. I think Eccles is going to take this draw. And is that 7 on the other side? It is indeed Souders. Controlled by Souders and out of the neutral zone. Forced to start over Dartry. Giveaway, though. Here comes St. Edward. Oh, big stop there by Dull, but he let a big rebound up. In the corner now, Woody Wright trying to wreak some havoc. Coming the other way, though, LeMay. LeMay gets it out for Durbin. What a stop by Durbin. Look at Durbin. That one chipped away. Good job coming back for support by Jacob Souders. I like that young man's game. Mike wearing the number 7. He's got that red stick. Long reach. Use that to an advantage.
That is a tall drink of water there, man. He's got a big frame on him. And that was the first thing when I asked Coach Sullivan about him. He said he's 6'3", but hey, he's got good vision on the ice.
Yeah, you can see him use that reach to his advantage. Trying to use the defender as a screen. Another shot comes in. Look at Volvo, well out beyond his blue crease area to take away the angle.
Yeah, down on the other end, Sean, you mentioned something about Dull and his rebounds. Again, that was a point of focus in practice this week, was keeping the rebounds in or at least getting them off to the side and not back into a scoring position.
2-1, Trojans on top. Entertaining period, though. Meek behind his own net. Meek being hassled by Brownline. To the line, but not out. Trojans keep her in. Now Meek starts over, says, okay, I'll go the other way. Waits, finds the seam, nearly hit a home run pass. Forced back in his own zone is Gilbert. Gilbert gets some support, coming near side now. Brownline just knocks it in, back into the neutral zone. An opportunity to go the other way now. Gilliam, he's going to send her in deep and go for a change. Coming on with speed, however. A couple of St. Edward players getting in. Back to the neutral zone, promptly knocked back in, and the play is called.
They're tight on that red line, Sean. That was another one that was about a step over, but they're calling it. They're calling it both ways, that is an icing.
$1:56 to go here in this first period. An entertaining first period that sees the Trojans on top by a score of 2-1.
Yep, and these icings come back to bite you if the other team wins this offensive zone faceoff. Let's see if Eccles can.
Eccles wins it straight back, straight off the point, but puck taken away. Yondo gets it out into the neutral zone. Promptly shot back in by Trojans. Lonato, first one there. They knock it back out. Collins start, puts it back into the neutral zone, and here comes Allen with speed. Look at Allen. Look at that burst of speed. Oh, Vol had to be very careful there as Allen was dangerous as always. Number 14, Brett Allen.
We're going to watch this replay. It's not only speed, but look at his edge work. He's got his skates out there. He's got the outside edge and just not going to get pushed off his positioning right to the net. He was just a little bit off from getting in front, but he got the shot on net.
Draw one, but straight back. And that gives an opportunity coming in. Backhanded tap. What a stop by Dole. Oh, Theo Dole says no, sir.
That
and a
was
big stop there.
Kellen Essengel with the speed, my gosh. Then Dole with the glove. He got it up over the pad, but he had that glove in perfect position. Dole's been on his game today.
Boy, what a burst of speed there by Eisnagel, though. My goodness gracious.
Yeah, I mean, with that kind of speed, I'm shocked to look down here and see no goals yet this year. That would have been his first. Speed like that usually creates a lot of good chances. As I missed that one, thank you very much there, sir.
Oh, here comes a break the other way. Popowich in, tried for the wickets, and a stop by Vol. Popowich was in, Mike. He had a step. He waited for the wickets to open.
And watch the 5-hole open here, Sean, right? Keep going now. And you see it right there where it is. Look at this. The 5-hole was there. He just missed it. Vol got his pad on it, and I've got to step back and apologize. Mr. Eisnagel has 10 goals this year. I was looking at the guy behind him.
We're going to play some 4-on-4 now, Mike, in the waning moments of this period. Centering pass doesn't connect. Stepping up, look at LeMay. Look at LeMay, dangerous. Another big stop by Vol. Oh, he's having a night, Mike. Yeah. If not for the heroics of Alex Vol, they might be trailing by 3 or 4 goals.
Yeah, that was a great
Here
first
comes
step.
Durbin. Could be a 3-on-2. Durbin waits, tries to thread the needle, can't get it. The follow-up shot didn't miss by much. And now St. Edward comes the other way. It's Meek. Meek with his head up. Overskates the puck, loses it to Durbin. Durbin coming in. Durbin with a shot. Oh, there's that release again. 25 seconds remaining in this period. Puck comes dangerously in front, but St. Edward able to clear it out. Taken away by LeMay. Maybe one more chance for Trojans. LeMay, he's going to go 1-on-3. Look at LeMay coming in. Big stop by Vol again.
That is Vol versus LeMay for this last 30 seconds here.
And that is going to do it for an entertaining first period. But, Mike, I'm going to say it again. Alex Vol with 3 or 4 top stops.
Yeah, they've got it listed at 17 shots there for Trenton. I'm going to say that's a little bit light. Again, another great goalie performance by Mr. Vol.
We're going to check in with Brian Haynes momentarily downstairs. And you guys let me know when we have Brian at the bench. I believe he's going to be talking to the head coach of the Trenton Trojans, Brian Haynes. Why don't you take it away?
All right, hey, Coach. Currently playing without your star defender right now, Patrick Ragnowski. What kind of changes have you had to make defensively to keep up the pressure?
Yeah, we're just trying to put a couple forwards, and then other defensemen that we have to step up. Again, it's tough that Rogowski goes out, but we got other guys that have an opportunity now to step up. So we're just hoping that forwards and then other team can fill that role right now and keep improving until playoffs and be ready to go.
All right. Bit of a slow start offensively. St. Edward's got the scoring going, but after that, it's been all you guys. What changed?
Yeah, well, Tim does a great job over there. I mean, that's a heck of a team. They're one of the best in Ohio. So when they got on the board, we just couldn't panic. Had to put a few shifts together, build our confidence back up. We scored, I think it was the shift right after, and then about 3 later. So we just got to keep our confidence, keep playing strong, play our systems, and see what happens.
All right. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. 2-1, your score after the end of the first period. Don't you go anywhere. We'll have some entertainment for you here in the first period intermission, and we'll be back with the second period of play as well on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Senebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and technicians are available 24/7. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
You know how we like to roll on this show. Talk about some of the great stories happening all around the state. And Mike, one of the interesting things when you and I were talking about this just a couple days ago, there are some great divisional battles going on all over the place. We're going to take a look at some of these divisional battles. But first, the Battle of Rochester. A few years ago at the OAA Media Day, one of the young players from Rochester, Stony Creek, those guys. He dropped a those guys on them. This has become a fantastic rivalry, one of so many in the great state of Michigan. And how about Stony Creek? What a huge win for Stony Creek. They are on a heater right now. Shout out to Coach Emery. Big win over RU.
Yeah, both teams came in hot. Stony Creek, 11 wins in a row. RU was undefeated in 7. For Stony Creek, it was Kai Rowland with 38 saves. Cole Chemlowski, their leading scorer, got the game-winning goal. For RU, they've already put this game behind them, I think. They've moved on. They had a nice bounce-back win against Plymouth, where their leading scorers, Nolan Heiser and Zach Brennan, teamed up to get the overtime winner. They're getting ready for Trenton. I can see it. They may have looked past them a little bit, but they got FHC and Stevenson coming out. RU's going to be all right.
Yeah, 2 tough battles there, but again, hey, shout out Stony Creek. Fantastic on the heater. We noticed, no doubt about that. Hey, let's head to the Big North. Mike, I think our first show of the year, you were talking up Petoskey. Of course, Alpena has become one of the usual suspects. There's no doubt about that. What a battle in the Big North.
Yeah, well, Petoskey's got 7 straight wins before the Chelsea Showcase. It was Evan Kring and Nick Tim sharing the net, getting those 7 wins. For Alpena, 4 straight wins. They're doing it with offense. We know Player of the Year, Gavin Winterstein, but keep an eye on Clark Weir. He's got 8 points in his last 3 games. These teams play each other February 13th. It could be for the whole kit and caboodle. Be there.
How fantastic is that? Hey, you know what? How about the Mac White? Marysville, this is another one of those teams. They've been in the mix the last few years. Lance Cruz, certainly they've made some noise in the past. Quite the battle going on in the Mac White.
Yeah, Marysville's being led by a guy we know, Luke Thick, right? But keep an eye on Austin Boyle. He's having a heck of a year himself. Lance Cruz, they've had a hot January making their run. They're being led by Leo Urbanski's goal scoring.
Another great battle that we're keeping an eye on is the battle in the Metro West. How about Groseal? Great job by Coach Sebastian there. And the Wyandotte Roosevelt Bears. It's fantastic. What a great story, great battle there.
Yeah, how about Wyandotte? They've had a recent 5-game win streak where they're averaging over 7 goals a game, led by Eli Harley's 21 points in 5 games. Grosse Ile, they're doing it with defense. They've only allowed 2 goals a game, and with Adam Mooney and Braden Chesser in net.
I love some of the battles going on because in some of these divisions, Mike, here you're talking about a lot of teams that maybe there are 2 teams near the top of the division. Why don't we go to the MIHL? Trenton, De La Salle, Gabriel Richard in their side, anybody's division.
Yeah, the MIHL South is real tight there. Trenton's starting to get it right. They gave CC all they could handle last week. We know Donovan Durbin. But Brett Allen, what a playmaker. He's their leading scorer. Keep an eye on him. For De La Salle, they tied Trenton this weekend to keep themselves alive in this race. Keegan Taylor's 8 points in the last 4 games could be the difference maker for them. Let's not forget about Gabriel Richard. We know we like Gabriel Richard and that grit and sandpaper. Huge 3-0 win against Country Day. It was James Yaks in net for the shutout, Sean. This kid's played 2 games this year, 2 shutouts. Is that any good?
I think it's pretty good. Hey, this is fantastic. Here's another one of those battles. How about them in mid-Michigan? Thumb area, FNV, Tawas. Shout out to Tawas. We both love the Tawas area. Shout out to Friels. But what a great, fantastic matchup that is in mid-Michigan.
This one's going to be wild, Sean, with the Thumb area being led by Peyton Bowerman's 20 points in the last 7 games. Then you got FNV. I talked to their coach up in Alpena. He loved his team. I really think he loves Tristan Pohl. 7 points against Tri-Valley, 60 points this season. He could be their difference maker. Then we got Tawas. Their leading scorer, Zach Miller, has 38 points. He gives them a chance to win every night. But here's the kicker. All 3 of these teams all still have to play each other. This is going to be a crazy ending to this race.
South Central's a great one, too. I know we touched on this earlier in the year. Matawan has really kind of made a name for themselves, I think, in the past year plus. But Kalamazoo United, Mike, trying to do the same thing, and they are locked in a great battle in South Central.
2 more teams I got to witness up in Alpena. We know Matawan's going to lean on Gavin Weech in net, but this weekend it was Maverick Van Holcomb with the shutout against Jenison. For Kalamazoo, if they're going to catch Matawan, it's going to be due to their leading scorer and captain, Brady Penny, 11 goals in the last 6 wins.
A big battle going on in the SEC Red as well. How about Saline? Obviously, you know they got themselves one heck of a goaltender. And one of the great stories, we touched on it earlier, but it bears repeating in lieu of this great battle going on in the SEC Red. Saline and Skyline.
Yeah, Saline's on fire. 6-3 in their last 9. That includes a 9-1 win against Skyline. They're being led, Sean, by Antonio Giacalone. Giacalone, 17 points in the last 6 wins. Skyline, they've got a big league game tonight after this show on Monday against Ann Arbor Huron. Keep your eyes on Lucas DeYoung. He's had 9 points in the last 5 games.
RESPECT.
RESPECT.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
RESPECT.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
RESPECT.
RESPECT.
RESPCT.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
RESPCT. That's what Bernstein means to me.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Welcome back in to Trenton. It's the MIHL Showcase, the granddaddy of them all. And what an entertaining first period we had. Trenton on top of St. Edward by a score of 2-1 before we throw it down to Brian Haynes in just a moment. Mike, some quick thoughts on this first period.
Well, you can see how dangerous Trenton is going to be in Division II. And like their coach said, it's not about what happened this season. It's about playing good when you hit playoff time. When they have their top line of Durbin, Eccles, and Allen playing the way they're playing, and they're getting secondary scoring, a nice period out of number 17, Ty Popowich, they're going to be dangerous.
Why don't we throw it down to Brian Haynes before we start this second period? Brian?
Hey, thanks, guys. So actually, it's pretty cool. The St. Edward's coaching staff for varsity has been together for over 24 years. 3 of them are actually alumni from St. Edward's. So you can really see they got a tight-knit staff on this coaching area. And it actually translates to the players as well. As Coach told us earlier in the week, the seniors do a good job at forming those personal relationships with sophomores and some of the freshmen so that they can grow and become leaders as well. Thanks, guys.
Second period about to commence in 38 seconds. Trenton will go on a power play for a grand total of 13 seconds, Mike.
Yeah, and Coach Sullivan talked a lot about his team bonding. The players and players bonding, the coaches and coaches bonding, as you heard, 24 years together, and the coaches and players bonding. And his belief is, if you can bond well with a team and you trust the guy next to you, facing adversity gets that much easier. They're down 2-1. Let's see if they can face the adversity in this game.
About to start this second period. Souders takes the draw against Brett Allen. Controlled by Allen off the draw. Allen sends it back for the dangerous Zach LeMay. LeMay off the board. Zach's going to miss everybody and go for an icing.
Oh, got it. I was just looking. There was something on the ice. The ref went and got it.
Big wad of tape, didn't it?
Yeah, tape or the butt end of a stick. That could be dangerous if someone steps on it. And let's see. We always talk about how important offensive zone faceoffs are. Can St. Ed's get this one?
Souders wins it. Straight off the draw. Boy, dangerous shot just high of Theo Dole. Dole really made some big stops in that first period, but not as many as Alex Vol. He was huge in the first period.
Yeah, both goalies were good, but Vol just stood out with his 15 saves.
That pass intended for Souders. Souders just throws it in front. Nobody home, though. Doherty starts one way, heads the other way to LeMay. Up to Eccles. Eccles gains the zone. Eccles shakes off a would-be check. Eccles still with the puck, holding onto it. Another stop by Vol. Team's at full strength. Centering attempt there, no. This is going to go off the boards and kept in by LeMay. Allen on it. Tries to backhand it in deep, but an opportunity to skate out, and they do. That was Reese. Knocking it up for Smith. Smith still battling back there. He gets some help. Big Sean Gilliam came in there to lend some support. Now it's Allen, though. Allen centering pass, Durbin. Wasn't able to get it off, Mike. Durbin again with a shot. Vol with another big stop.
He's coming up big, Sean.
He sure is. He's been the difference in this game. I'm here to tell you, folks. Durbin on it again. Durbin all the way back to the point. Allen at the point. Allen still on the puck. Durbin on the backhand. Durbin plays it to himself, but out over the line. Trenton has to touch up. Durbin's going to go off for a change. Gives an opportunity now for Lonato to skate out. He picks up some speed. Good rush into the neutral zone. He loses it. Gilliam steps up, going to shoot it in for Dole. He'll leave it for Ethan Gilbert. Gilbert behind his own net to Popowitz. Popowitz picking up some speed. Look at Popowitz coming in. Popowitz tries to play it between the legs. Can't do it. Staying home and not allowing him to do it. Good defensive play by John Borowey. Trenton trying to get that forecheck going. Comes out in front. Back to the point. Shot comes in. Deflected just a wide. Had the right idea, did Ethan Gilbert.
Yeah, I still think Vol got a piece of that. Just a little tap of the toe.
Oh, nearly a break the other way, but stopped by Popowitz. Popowitz with a shot. That's high on Vol.
He thought it went in.
That one Played out of the zone now. Lay there for a second. Here come Trojans again. High slot. What another stop by Vol. Mike, these are like high slot and in deep. These are not your garden variety stops.
Yeah, no, and Trenton's getting all of their shots, Sean. Oh. Ooh, that was a little after the whistle there.
A little. Here you go.
That one right there just whiffed a little bit, but right here, Sean, that's a Durbin shot. That is a tough glove save right there. He couldn't corral that. I think he got a piece of that one, too.
I think you're right.
That one was, thank you, Mr. Crossbar.
Controlled by Trojans. Vol going to stop it again. Boy, I think the shot total, Mike, it says 20. It seems like he's made 25 to 30.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit light. They usually are.
Now St. Edward trying to get something going the other way. Souders gets it back to the point. Now played along the half board. Back to the point. That's Yondo. Backhanded attempt. Oh, another stop there and swept away. That's a good shift by St. Edward trying to get the equalizer, Mike.
Yeah, both these goalies have to be on their toes because pucks are just coming at him. Like, that's coming off the kick plate, and he had to be for that one. And then the rebound right back, and he just went toe tap, and got both those pucks. You know, I want to see if St. Ed's changes up their forecheck and makes the Trenton breakout a little bit more difficult because they're really breaking out of their zone a little bit too easy. See if they can cause some turnovers, a little bit of chaos, a little bit of that sandpaper below the hash mark like Coach Sullivan said his team likes to do.
There's an opportunity in front. St. Edward still a 2-1 game. I mean, Trenton has really carried the play at times, Mike, but we're one shot away from being tied up.
Yeah, this is very similar to last game. It was lopsided in a way, but just right there. And you've got number 15, Carter Smith, 22 goals, 16 assists on the year, and he is just working and creating chances for himself.
If you're looking for high school hockey scores, standing in stats, the Michigan Hockey Coaches Association says go to the hub. Visit MIHSHockeyHub.com, and we welcome everybody from St. Edward there. St. Edward wins the draw. Can't keep it in. Yes, they are able to keep it in. No, they aren't. I lied. So they'll try it again. Knocked in deep behind Dole. Trenton gets there first, but a couple of St. Edward players come in. Now coming back in his own zone to help out is Eccles. They get it out into the neutral zone. Picked up again by Trenton. Daughtry. He comes in, tries to play it to himself. Centering pass, nobody home. Off the boards and out, and this could be a break. It is indeed. Carter Smith, big stop by Theo Dole. Smith on it again. He's got to wait for a man to touch up. That's Yondo, Brendan Yondo. Boy, remember that stop, Mike, by Dole. Theo Dole played so well early on, and he's showing flashes of that guy early this season, Mike.
Yep.
He was on our wall list for a little bit there.
Yep, he was one of our list guys. Went through a little bit of a rough patch, but again, it's how you're playing once the playoff starts. I like the way Dole's playing.
100%. Nice little move in his own zone there by Willock. He's going to skate it out. Going to miss everybody, though, and that's going to go the length of the ice for an icing. With 11:23 to go here in the second period.
Yep, and this is going to be the Carter Smith breakaway here. You can see he thinks he's got something there. I think they call that the 6-hole there, right around the armpit. But Dahl just gets that blocker right there. And again, rebound control. Not out in front into a scoring area, out to the corner. Great job, Dahl.
Brendan Yondo overskates it, allows Trenton an opportunity to keep it in. They do. Boy, the boys are finishing their checks. Good play at the line to keep it in. Another shot in deep. Boy, a quick shot there by Popowitz. And once again, Alex Voll, the junior goaltender, had to be very careful. With 11 minutes to go here in this second period. 2-1 Trojans. That puck goes too far, and it's called on the icing.
And as you mentioned, guys finishing their check, Sean, Coach Clements made a point to let us know that they were going to be stressing physicality in practice. He felt this team had to get back to being physical, and you're seeing a lot of that tonight.
Souders takes another big draw for St. Edwards, wins another big draw. That one comes all the way through. Dull had to be careful there. Boy, it starts with winning those draws, Mike. How many times you said another stop by Dull? Souders has certainly won his fair share of draws here tonight, especially in the attacking zone.
Yeah, that's a big boy taking those face-offs and winning those draws.
Trenton has to start over in their own zone. That's Brownlie. He's going to send it the length of the ice, and that's going to be called on an icing. With 10:21 to go here on a chilly Friday night in Trenton.
You know, and the way both these teams play, I don't know. The pace has slowed down a little bit. I'm not sure who this favors. I want to say St. Ed's might want to muck it up a little bit more like this, and especially if a guy like Souders can win these faceoffs in the offensive zone.
That time Trenton controls it. Give credit to Hunter Pulowski. But it's kept in at the line for the moment until an opportunity to skate it out by Gibby Barrett. Going to the other side now, that's Colin Stark. He's going to send her in deep. Looks like the first one there is going to be Pulowski, but he loses it. Back into the neutral zone. Bradford, other side to Gibby Barrett. Shot back in behind Vol, and Vol says enough of this. I'm going to stop this right now with 9:49 to go. Hey, Sam Bernstein Law, presenting sponsor of the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Voting is now available on StateChampsNetwork.com. Injured? Get the Bernstein advantage. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM. Mike, this is moving weekend. We always call it moving weekend. It's fair to say expect some changes on both the Wall and the Player of the Year awards. We have to talk amongst ourselves, don't we, young man?
Yeah, there's been some performances just here today alone that have raised some eyebrows and have us thinking about some changes.
And here come St. Edwards. Carter Smith on it, still on it, waiting, centering pass, didn't miss by much. That was Adler Meek, the sophomore defender. You could see him banging his stick, calling for it.
I really like Carter Smith's game. He's really creating for himself, and that one, the patience to get that puck to an open man in a scoring position.
Back to the line, another shot comes in. That's Adler Meek. Meek on it again. He's knocked down in the neutral zone, and Trojans come the other way. Quickly getting back, though, Sean Gilliam. He's had a good night as well, and not just because he spells his name the right way.
Oh, here we go.
Look at Gilliam coming in. Gilliam with a centering pass. Didn't miss by much. St. Edward now picking it up, Mike. Leaving the pass there. Knocked away. How about LeMay, the forward playing defense, looking smart out there, getting his stick in that passing lane. Power move in, but hugging the post. Theo Dahl says no. That puck's going to go the length of the ice, but icing waved off. They say it was tipped on the way out. So St. Edward has to start anew as Trenton makes changes. Giveaway in the neutral zone. This one comes in. Vol's going to freeze it. Are they going to allow him to freeze it? No, they are not. Play it, and he has to play it. Out into the neutral zone. Allen. Look at Allen coming in. Boy, he was one step away from a beauty. No doubt about that.
That was a nice setup by Eccles right there. Just a little touch pass to his partner with speed.
Allen on it again, looking for Durbin.
Oh,
Score!
we've seen that before.
Think those two are familiar with each other?
Oh, yeah. Let's get the replay on this one, and it's like they've played for a while right there. Oh, wait, what? All right, we got it. It's coming. Trust us. There's a turnover to the point, and this is going to end up on Donovan Durbin's stick. And the thing is, Sean, no hesitation on Durbin's part whatsoever. Puck on his stick, puck in the back of the net. That's a goal scorer's goal.
Well, you can see why that guy's on the list. Make no mistake about that. 3-1. Trenton on top. And they're looking for more. Allen back out there. He's wreaking havoc. What an evening he's had. Eccles looking for Allen in front. Back to LeMay with a shot. Another big stop by Vol.
Really like Zach LeMay's game. When he's out there on that blue line, that puck doesn't get by him. And when he gets it, it's going on net and creating something. For Brett Allen, when he's moving the way he's moving tonight, Sean, and his feet are going, he's always open, and he is highly dangerous.
Eccles wins the draw forward. Oh, in behind Vol, scores! Durbin again. Oh, they're feeling it now.
Yeah. Off the face-off there, Sean. I think it's going to be Allen again, and it's probably Eccles might get an assist off that face-off. We'll wait to see what the official scorer says, but the Iversol scorer says that he'd give that face-off guy an assist for all that hard work and grit, especially after it. We might be headed for 2 straight years of Donovan Durbin hat tricks at the showcase, Sean.
4-1 Trojans. Now here's a dangerous Smith the other way. That's kicked aside by Dole. Kept in by Meek. He sends it in deep. Daughtry down there though. He sends it near side to Durbin. Durbin out there to Eccles. Sent back in though. Giving chase. Carter Smith. But an opportunity to skate it out for LeMay. LeMay, the forward, playing defense. LeMay trying to go coast for coast. Centering pass to Durbin. Doesn't connect. Wreaking havoc down there, however. Durbin back on it again. Durbin back to the point. Shot from the point. I don't think the goaltender Alex Vol saw it. This puck finally bounces out of the zone. Trojans coming again. It's Eccles. Eccles, high slot scores!
How strong was this play? He was determined when he got that puck and you weren't getting him off it. And this laser beam of a shot. Look at this stick check hook. What? You can't stop me. I'm going upstairs today. What a goal. We've got a timeout.
Yeah, that's a good decision. They've been all over him. And you got to feel for this goaltender, Alex Vol. He's made so many stops here tonight, Mike.
Yeah, the dam was about to break there because he was not making just saves. He was making high scoring chance saves there. Like you were saying, in the slot. And when you've got a line with Allen, Eccles, and Durbin, again, I wish we had an overhead cam to show the movement off the puck. It is a thing of beauty, and when they're doing that and creating space, they're going to score some goals like they just did.
You know what the Trenton Trojans are telling everybody right now, Mike? It's almost playoff time.
Yep.
I've seen this out of the Trojans far too many times where they are uber dangerous come playoff time.
They may call it Trojan time.
Yeah.
I mean, the coach
I'm gonna
Clements.
Coin that, all right?
Coach
can I put
Clements,
a trademark on that?
Yes, you can. Trademark Mike Iversol.
I just said it.
And SeanBelegian.com. Coach Clements made a point, we've said it several times on this broadcast, that it's not the losing streaks you go through. It's as long as you're playing good when the playoffs start. Division II, you're officially on notice.
Can I get a replay of
My goodness gracious. Quick, fast, in a hurry. This went from a 2-1 game to a 5-1 game. And some buttes along the way. Let's see how St. Edward responds after the timeout. It has been all Trenton here this second period. And kept in at the line and shot back in on Vol. He just blockers it into the corner. Kept in again, another stop by Vol. I'm with you, partner. I think that shot clock broke a few times tonight because Trenton has been all over them. It says 28-16. I think there have been a few more shots than that.
I'd say in the last 3 to 4 minutes, they've had 15 shots, Sean. They have just been playing dynamite Trojan hockey.
Ross stays in the zone. Skated out by St. Edward now. Trying to get something going the other way is Gilliam. Sent promptly back in, back behind the net. Trojans are buzzing. My goodness. Brown live. He gets some help. Not out, however. Kept in by Murray for the moment. But now, the dangerous Smith coming the other way. Nice move there. Poked away at the last second by Ethan Gilbert. St. Edward just backhands it in. They're going to give it a chase. Back in behind the net. Gilbert again using that reach. Far side Popowitz. He gets it out to the near wing. That shot blocked away by Vol. Now coming the other way. Here's Reese. Reese is going to take a shot from about 75 feet. Oh, backhanded attempt. Dahl had to be careful there. And Pidcock sends it in, and the play is called.
Well, again, in our pregame interview, Coach Sullivan talked about adversity and how he felt his team could face that. They've had a lot this year, Sean. He said there's only one weekend all year that they've been 100% healthy and had their full lineup that they wanted to go with. This is just another test for this program to see where they're going to be when their playoffs start.
Nice slot shot. Still creeping through. Dahl was down, keeping an eye on it. You could see his head bobbing around with that old school mask, Mike. Don't see too many of those old school masks anymore. Buck in deep. Trenton on it again. Sustained pressure has been the undoing of St. Edward in this second period, Mike. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah, you can tell, again, going back to Coach Clements and stressing the practices that they were going to have this week, they really worked on what they wanted to do to cause these turnovers.
That puck gets in deep and too far, and the icing is called with 4:57 to go here in this period. Hey, high school officials are always needed. Over 1,000 new officials each year. Stay in shape, stay in the game, and even get on the ice. Learn more at MHSAA.com.
Well, we've got 4:57 left here. After that timeout, St. Ed's has had a little bit more pickup, but they're still just not getting anything through into high danger chances.
Play to the line, stepping in, shot comes in, deflected high into the protective netting. Another shot in on Vol. Boy, what an impressive period by the Trojans here in their house, Mike.
Yep, and when I brought up to Coach Clements, about what's going right now, and he said not a lot was going wrong. We just weren't getting the puck luck, the bounces. Everything's going right, and this is exactly what he was talking about. This is what his team is capable of doing.
Trojans looking for more. Centering pass. Vol says enough, and he's going to get the stop.
And I have a feeling if I was Coach Clements, I would be taking this game tape, and I'd be showing this top line of Durbin, Eccles, and Allen this game tape. And when they get their feet moving and they don't stop off the puck, this is how dangerous they can be. And they could be the top line in the state of Michigan.
I don't think too many people would argue with that, pal.
No?
No, I really don't.
Good. I don't like to argue. I like being nice.
Out into the neutral zone. Good play there by LeMay. He loses it, though. And forced to start over in his own end is Lonato. LeMay picks it back up in the neutral zone. He's going to take a twist. Now he's going to bring it back in himself. LeMay showing that offensive flair. Gets back to the line. He's going to pick off another pass in the neutral zone. That one deflected in. Durbin gives chase. He's chasing Lonato. Oh, still causing it. Picks his pocket. Coming out in front. Another big stop by Vol. Boys, Durbin got it going on tonight.
Yeah, something got into him this period, Sean. He's really picked it up. But again, when the entire line is moving like that, everyone's got to go.
LeMay leaves it for the dangerous Eccles. Look at Eccles with speed. Look at Eccles coming in. Centering pass. Just missed Brett Allen. Allen still on it. On the backhand. On the backhand. Switches to the forehand. Backhand pass. He was looking for number 9. Eccles in front. Eccles still setting up shot. Now LeMay's going to step in. LeMay with the shot. Vol high. deflected out of play.
All right, I'm going to try to draw again. Ravian,
no.
Do you have this? Oh, wait. We've got, he is so strong on the puck, man. But a little bit after this, just before the whistle, if we could get Durbin with the puck on the far side. No, we were not. All right, but I thank you for these replays.
Can you draw a shape anyway? Darn it, it's too late.
But what I was gonna try to diagram this, you could see it. LeMay was a little bit back. He was covered. Durbin was looking at him. He purposely threw that puck away from LeMay off the board, knowing LeMay was going to go get that. It was not a direct pass, but it was a tape to space where his guy could get it.
Centering pass, nobody home, an opportunity to skate it out. Skate it out they do, but the first one there is going to be Levi Murray. Levi Murray leaves it for number 22, Ethan Gilbert. Coming back the other way for Murray. They play catch. In behind their goaltender, Dull. Now coming back for some support. Misplayed it there, but Johnny on the spot is Levi Murray. Gets it far side. That pass in the neutral zone picked off by Gilliam. Gilliam's going to send it in deep, but the first one there is Gilbert. Gilbert with some space. Centering pass to Brownline. Knocked off the puck for the moment. But back on it are Trojans. Now sent into the neutral zone. That's Woody Wright. Woody Wright. Centering pass. The dangerous Souders was just knocked off the puck. Allen with some speed. Look at the speed. Look at the extra stuff. Backhand forehand score!
I have a feeling if he didn't score there, we might have seen a penalty shot. The ref had his hand up, going to call the penalty. But the patience to hold on to this puck. Look, I'm going to break through here. Now watch my patience. I'm holding, I'm waiting, I'm scoring. This line, everything's going right for this line right now. And it's not just by accident, Sean. It's because of their hard work.
Backhand, forehand, and another goal. Brett Allen. He's only a junior, Mike.
What a game. I have a feeling he might be knocking on our list sometime soon, but he's going to be primed for next year.
No doubt about that. 6-1, Trojans on top, and they're looking for more. Eccles battling with three guys down there. Finally an opportunity to get it knocked out, but sent right back in by Trojans, and that shot didn't miss by much. Durbin on it again. Kept in. Shot from LeMay. Deflects up. Trojans still on it. Vol gonna freeze that with $1:33 to go in this period, Mike.
You know, I have a feeling Vol's gonna look like the Chiefs goalie in Slapshot after that game when he's in the face. He's like, no, they're doing that. He's kind of shell-shocked. He's gonna be jumping all over the place because there's just pucks flying from everywhere. And I'm sorry. I am sorry. That's got to be not 40 shots, 40 saves by this young man.
1 minute and 33 seconds left in this one. 6-1 Trojans. LeMay in the neutral zone, plays it up. Picked off. Woody right now, trying to get something going for St. Edward at this late juncture. High slot shot. Now just inside the line, let me correct myself. Goes a wide, and LeMay with a chance to get it out. LeMay still on it. LeMay showing that offensive flair. That pass deflected back in the zone. Daughtry chipped out by LeMay. Good play there. Make him touch up and get onside with 55 seconds remaining. You know LeMay wants to rush the puck. Here comes LeMay rushing the puck. He's knocked off the puck there, however. Willock, a chance to get it out. That's picked off in neutral zone by Eccles. Eccles gonna get it back on the backhand. Stops. Still holding on to the puck. Waiting. In for LeMay. LeMay went 5-hole and it stopped.
When you're there, and LeMay's a goal scorer, he's back on D, was a forward, likes scoring goals. When you see that 5-hole open up like that, you can't not shoot for it. But he had Donovan Durbin wide open on the backside there. But Durbin saying, that's all right, I've got mine, you get yours. And he almost did.
27.5 seconds remaining. This draw one by St. Edward. Cleanly by Yondo. Looking for Yondo in the neutral zone. Pass misses. And it's called on an icing with 19 seconds to go in this second period. Shots on goal now 32-16 in favor of Trenton. Mike, I think it's worse than that.
Yeah, and as we get an update on the Hub, everyone should go to the Hub if you're following high school hockey. We have a goalie assist. Theo Dull with an assist on that last Eccles goal, or Brett Allen goal.
Finally a chance to break it out for St. Edward. They do. Dosa in back behind the Trenton net, but it's going to be frozen there, and that's going to do it for the second period of play. A dominant period for the Trenton Trojans, and Mike, they have opened this game up with a 6-1 lead after 2 periods of play.
Yeah, they really got it going, and again, it was the hard work off the puck to get open and create the chances. St. Ed's is going to get in that locker room and try to draw something up to stop that momentum.
6-1, your score after 2 periods of play here on the State Champs Network and Local 4+.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
That's what Bernstein means to me.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T.
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 That's what Bernstein means to me.
We agree.
That's the Bernstein advantage.
R-E-S-P-C-T. That's what Bernstein means to me.
Looking for a score, a schedule, a story? MHSAA.com has you covered. Our newly redesigned website has everything you need to follow high school sports in Michigan. And it's optimized for mobile use. Fans can submit scores on a Friday night, check playoff pairings and game times, or read about the student athletes from your community. Your first stop is MHSAA.com. Connect with us online and get everything you need all in one place.
Mike, we've been talking about the Wall Award. We've been talking about the Player of the Year, the 1-800-CALL-SAM Wall Award. Let's start there. We've got to change. We can't ignore this guy any longer. He's put up fantastic numbers all year, a renaissance for the Yellow Jackets. Let's welcome onto our 1-800-CALL-SAM Wall Award list, Bonner Upshaw.
Yeah, welcome to the list, Bonner. You've earned this. 10-4 this year, a .934 save percentage, 205 goals against. The last 6 games, Sean, he's facing over 31 shots a game. That's a lot of shots. That includes a 54 save performance against Liggett.
And, of course, not to be undone, we told you there'll be changes. We've had a few changes. I promise you, after Trenton, there will be more. That's always what we refer to as moving week. We're on that big stage in front of everybody. Of course, where a lot of our committee can watch as well, somebody has a chance to make a star of themselves. But this week, in our 1-800-CALL-SAM studio Player of the Year award, how about welcome to Nick Gould.
Nick Gould, welcome to the Player of the Year list, buddy. 34 goals, 51 points. There's only been 3 games that he hasn't recorded a point this year. But you know what's about those 2 of those games? They were against Bonner Upshaw. Our Wall Award, there's a little catch there. In the last 15 games, Nick Gould has been absolutely on fire with 27 goals. Again, welcome to the list.
And of course, you can be a part of this. All you need to do is go to our website and you can vote early and vote often. I know Chuck's going to put both lists up, the 1-800-CALL-SAM Wall Award list and the 1-800-CALL-SAM Player of the Year list. So there's your list right now. If you think we're overlooking somebody, by all means, drop a note, send us a tweet, a DM, whatever the case may be. We'll throw it at the committee, and if need be, we will make changes. Here's our criteria. This is what we swear by. Now, there's a reason why we tell you to go to our website, because the simple fact of the matter is, you know, if your guy wins the online vote, he's automatically in the Final Four. That's it. The committee picks the other 3, but yes, you have the chance to put your guy into the Final Four. So vote early, vote often. Can't thank our friends with Sam Bernstein. 1-800-CALL-SAM enough for this. And jumping in and being the title sponsor for this award. It truly is a pretty cool thing.
At Alta Equipment, we know when it comes to getting your job completed on budget and on schedule, uptime matters. Alta Equipment has partnered with the biggest names in construction, including Volvo, Leeboy, Senebogen, Avant, ASV, and more to provide the state of Michigan with industry-leading service and support. Alta Equipment services all makes and models, and technicians are available 24/7. Do you have a big project? Alta Rents has you covered with the most diverse rental fleet in Michigan. Give them a call at 844-GO-TO-ALTA today.
But wait, there's more. It's like one of those commercials, right? But wait, there's more. We're going to be back out there on Saturday. How about this? A live edition of Hockey Time. We're going to be out there from 2 to 3:30, but even Chuck, our executive producer, was like, we can take it as long as we want. So listen, we have some special guests planned, some coaches that are going to stop by, but I'm serious when I say this, Mike. If we see one of our buddies walk by, hey, Coach Giacchino, come talk to us a couple minutes from Calumet. Hey, Micah, Coach Micah at Houghton, come talk to us for a few minutes. We're going to do things like that. We've got some special guests, some big-name coaches planned joining us. We're going to try to grab some players, but most importantly, Mike, we're going to try to give you the feel of what's going on in Trenton on Saturday afternoon.
What's going on in Trenton and what's going on in Michigan high school hockey. When these coaches sit down and talk to you, that's the first thing we're going to ask. Tell us about high school hockey. Why play high school hockey? Get those players in. What was your decision? How did you come to be playing hockey? Then, of course, the star of the day is going to be that weekend in Trenton and all the great games that are going to be going on.
So really looking forward to it. We'd love to see you out there, but if you can't make it, you know we got you covered. Check us out. We'll have Game Time Live, Catholic Central and Calumet, late Friday afternoon, and then Friday night, we've got Trenton and St. Edward, and then the crew will be out there on Saturday as we'll have a live edition. I'm terrified of live shows. A live edition of Hockey Time from Kennedy Arena. That's all the time we have. Many thanks to go out there to our entire staff. Most importantly, Chuck, who's always taking care of us. For Mike Iveso, my name is Sean Belegian saying until next time, we'll see you at the rink.
If playing college sports is your dream, don't wait for a college coach to find you. Recruit yourself. At Lawrence Tech, we're looking for student athletes. LTU competes in the NAIA with 24 varsity sports and athletic scholarships. Explore new degree programs like sport management, where sports meets cutting-edge education. Visit LTURecruitYourself.com and just fill out the questionnaire. It's that easy. Lawrence Technological University. Be curious. Make magic.
Welcome back in. 6-1. Trenton really opened it up in that second period. And Mike, I'm going to say it again. If not for some of the brilliance of Alex Vole, this game might be over already. I'm not exaggerating when I say that, partner.
Yeah, and again, as we've been saying, it's not the easy saves he's making from off the board. He's making high-scoring chance saves.
Yeah, you see some of the Trenton faithful having a fun night here. The Trenton Pit, as it's called. Trojan Pit. And we're about 2.5 minutes away from the start of this third period. So glad you could join us wherever you may be. Along with the best crew in the business, the two Chucks, Ernest, Omar Khan, Jason, Ravian, Brian, John Watson, he's Mike Iveso, Coach Hunter, walking around doing Coach Hunter things. I'm Sean Belegian. So glad you could join us, really. What a fun time here in Trenton. Mike, Marquette has opened up a 2-0 lead on Gabriel Richard on one of the rinks here. What a day for the UP, huh?
Yep. Just when we thought we were saying how hard it is up there and no one wants to poke their head out, everybody has a game here. I liked Houghton's game. I really liked Houghton's game. Despite the loss, Calumet showed why Coach Chiquino's been high on his youth and his young team. And Doug Garrow teams, you know what you're going to get by the time playoff starts. Nice win by Hancock. Wow.
No doubt. Hey, why don't we throw it down to Brian Haynes while we have a moment before this third period starts. Brian?
Hey, thanks, guys. So let's keep it on the topic of Alex Full. It's actually the goaltender's first year with a top team, and you can tell his presence has been helping the team both on and off the ice this season. I want to talk more about him in this game, though. Like you guys said, despite what the scoreboard says, he has made some great saves in this game. And again, like you guys said, there are definitely more than 32 shots on goal, and he has a ton of great saves. So honestly, it's just a matter of making the adjustments on offense for St. Edwards to get some pressure off of their keeper in this third period. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Yeah, they got to get something going in transition. I mean, the amount of time, Brian, to your point, Mike, I'll let you pontificate on this. The amount of time that Trenton has had in the attacking zone in that second period was absurd.
Yeah, and it gets to the hard work off the puck, Sean. If you're not moving when you don't have the puck, you make it really easy on the defense. And everybody, whether it's that top line or if it's Popowich and Jones's line, they are just moving and cycling off the puck, creating lanes for themselves to get open. They're going to nets to get rebounds. And within that, they keep the puck in the offensive zone.
About to start this second period, 6-1. Trenton on top. Mike, what a fun day here. You and I got here. Yeah, you see your back starting to bother you, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've been standing for a while, partner. When did we get here today? About 2:30?
It feels like 9 a.m. But yeah, I think it was 2:30. It would have been earlier if the freeway wasn't shut down. We don't appreciate that.
What was that?
Can MDOT give us a call and let us know?
I was a little bitter at that, and I'm usually kind of a happy guy. I was a little bitter at that.
Yeah, so we had to take the long road, which I don't mind. We had some good Christmas tunes going in the car. That if it wasn't Christmas tunes, we had the 50s channel.
Would you leave me alone?
And Sean schooled me on the 50s, but it was very nice.
You know, where's John Watson anyway? John Watson, you appreciate the 50s channel, right? Thank you.
And it brought up some very nice memories. It was great. So I was really
Do you remember
happy.
back in 58 when you and I used to go to the sock hop? That was so much fun.
Oh, that was so good. Who was the one croner that was on there that you had?
Oh, don't you dare disrespect Jackie Wilson.
Oh, Jackie.
I will not hear disrespect towards Jackie Wilson. To be loved. Oh,
yes.
It's wonderful.
So
I'll start singing in a second.
On that long drive, I got a lesson on love and Jackie Wilson. I know everything about this guy now.
Donovan Durbin looking for more. Durbin with a shot. Vol knocked it down.
I think every time we do a Trenton game and Donovan Durbin's playing, we have to talk about that release right there. And he seems to get all of his shots through. That is just a knack of a goal scorer.
And do not get mad at me for playing Christmas music. I love Christmas music, okay? Darn it.
Okay, every time you say, do I need to change this, what do I say? I'm good. I can listen to it. I need a little joy in my life. I'm too bitter.
St. Edward trying to get something going the other way, and I think they're going to get an opportunity on a power play here. A trip back in behind the net, so we'll take a look at a power play with 16 and a half to go in this game as they look to perhaps might chip away at this 6-1 Trenton lead.
Yep, they're not giving up. That's number 15, Carter Smith, working hard on the forecheck and drawing that penalty. Now let's see what St. Ed's can do. Let's see if they can get their power play set up and create a chance and beat another goaltender that's playing real well in Dahl.
Marquette opened up a 2-0 lead on Gabriel Richard. Northville and Flint Powers having a good one. 1-1 now on the back rank. St. Edward looking to get something going as they go on a power play with 16:10 to go here and 1:40 left in this power play opportunity. Souders skating up, that long reach. Souders still on the puck. He loses it, and that's going to be cleared all the way down the ice, allowing the Trojans to get a couple changes here. As St. Edward forced to start anew in their own end. Centering pass doesn't connect. Knocked down in behind the goaltender, Dull. Still on it, though. To the point. Knocked back in deep. That's Willock. He gave chase for a moment. Levi Murray gets there. But the puck is taken away. Souders using that long reach to his advantage, and that one's going to be cleared the length of the ice. It's Popowich clearing that one down.
Some good work by Trenton, really not letting St. Ed's get comfortable at all.
Trying to get a rush going here. That's Woody Wright. Woody Wright waving, looking, getting it back. Now to the point, stepping up, that shot. Boy, Dull didn't see that. You could see him kind of shrug his shoulders as the puck gets cleared. 15 seconds remaining in this power play opportunity. Perhaps time for just one more rush for St. Edward. Good kill by Trojans. That's picked off. And there's Durbin coming in, shorthanded. He tried to cross up the defender, Lonato. Couldn't do it. Oh, but the Trojans are back at full strength. Good effort here by Trenton tonight. Both ends of the ice, Mike. Make no mistake about that.
Yeah, Donovan Durbin doing what we know Donovan Durbin can do, getting the puck, skating in. His shot got blocked, but he didn't give up. He came back, won the battle, got the puck back, and then when they lost it again, Allen won a battle and knocked the guy off the puck.
That draw controlled by St. Edward. Keeping it in Trojan zone. In behind the net. Opportunity in front, Dull down on his knees. Makes a stop there. That one's cleared into the corner by Durbin. Back to the point, however. Shot comes in. Deflected a wide. Could be a break the other way. Allen for Durbin. Durbin. Saucer pass to Allen. Oh, just out of his reach. Durbin back on it, however. Taken away. Eccles. And here comes St. Edward the other way. That's Gilliam going to send it in as they go for a change. LeMay back behind his own net. Oh, nearly got his pocket picked. Allen on it. He's going to send it near side. Coming back for support is Barrett. But taken away. Oh, that pass didn't miss by much as Reese was standing by himself. So St. Edward coming on a little bit now. How about that play to himself for Eccles? Eccles coming in with speed. Eccles going wide. Eccles with a quick shot there, and we're going to see a Trenton power play here. Great effort by Eccles, Mike.
Yeah, that was a good speed, a nice, strong move to the net to draw the puck. But look at the chemistry between these two. Allen knew. He hit that blue line, and he took off like he was shot out of a cannon, knowing that Durbin was going to give him that puck. And then here comes Allen. Oh! I almost went a little Tony Romo there. Sorry about that.
I'm not giving anybody a tie, though. I am not going Jim Nance on you, all right?
I'm just over here making noises. What was that? That was as good as, what did I say, a comfortable spot? My gosh, Mike.
All right, Trojans on a power play. But an opportunity to get it out for St. Edward, and they do. Woody Wright up to Souders. Oh, dangerous shot there. Dull had to be careful on that short-handed attempt by number 7, Jacob Souders.
Jacob Souders has been all over the ice tonight, Sean. He really moves for a big fella. He's got nice hands. That was a nice hard shot. Dull had to really work on controlling that rebound. Again, something that they've been working on with him. Don't let those rebounds get into more scoring chances.
12:49 left in this one. LeMay gonna stop. Let the Trojans set up the way they want to set up. Daughtry in behind his own net. Gonna give it up to Eccles. Eccles with speed. Look at Eccles coming in. There's that burst again. Eccles scores! Grandin Eccles, the senior. And he makes it 7-1.
That was a one-man show there, but when he gets the puck, look how tough he is. Going through two guys, he's going to go through another stick check here and just say, I know where the top shelf is, and I'm putting this puck there. This is just a great effort by Eccles. What a night this line has had.
7-1. Trojans on top. Mike, it bears repeating. Alex Voll has made so many big stops here tonight. It really, you feel bad for the kid because he really has had some big stops. And now St. Edward trying to get a little something going back the other way before it's cleared in the neutral zone.
Yeah, he's had a ton of big saves, but you just can't leave your goalie out like that,
no.
Especially with the goal scorers that Trenton has.
Do you think St. Edward had a lead in this game, Mike?
Yep. It was a while ago, but they did. They came out fine, and just the work and speed of Trenton is not allowing them to get Trenton off their game.
Gibby Barrett with a centering pass. Rolls off the stick of Pulowski. Pulowski stays on it, though. In the corner. Gets it poked away. This is going to come all the way down to Theo Dull. He's going to stop it there for Bradford. Bradford backhands it. Chip forward. And controlled by Pulowski. Pulowski coming in, still on it with a shot. Voll gloves that down. Hey, Alta Equipment knows uptime matters. Get your job done on budget and on schedule. Partnered with the biggest names in construction with industry-leading service and support. Call 844-GO-TO-ALTA. Mike, make that call, all right?
And if I don't make that call, someone make that call, because the great people of Alta is what really makes all this go around and helps us get out to the rinks and do what we love to do.
Another stop there by Voll. Off that shot from Ethan Gilbert with 11-12 to go here in the third period. 7-1 lead for the home team Trojans. Gilbert with another shot. That deflects up off of Voll. 39-16 now. And Mike, I think that's probably closer to 45. I'm not going to lie to you.
And I think that might even be light. I mean, it has been a ton of pucks thrown at him, and it seems everyone that's going at him is hitting him. So that Trenton is putting him on net all night.
Oh, look at this play by Yondo. Yondo in and a big stop by Dole. Brendan Yondo. He's had some moments here, the sophomore. On it again, Yondo.
Like that number 0, Sean.
Yeah. That puck knocked in deep, giving chase down there. Gilbert trying to pick up some speed. Gilbert navigating out of his own end. Pushes it forward to Brownlie. Big hit in the neutral zone right in front of our broadcast vantage points. Levi Murray now. That pass misses everybody. That's going to go length of the ice for icing with 10:24 to go in this one.
Yeah, and we're going to have some coaches on our live show. Hopefully everybody tunes in tomorrow to State Champs YouTube channel. And Coach Clements is going to be one of them that's going to stop by. And I have a feeling he's going to have a big smile on his face and really like his team's performance tonight when we talk to him.
You know, Chad's one of those guys that always has a smile on his face. I think that's why I like talking to Chad.
This is true. I like his hair, too. He's got a lot of hair. I am so jealous.
I don't have the guts to. You knew me when I had really long hair. I would love to do it again. I'm not even going to lie.
We should try. You want to try?
Yes.
I say we try and just have a good laugh. What would that be called, boys? A skullet? I'd have a skullet. That would be something.
Somewhere Al Iafrate smiles.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Al was outstanding back in the day. Shout out to Big Al, Livonia's finest.
What a slap shot that guy had.
Cannon. Absolute cannon. What a nice guy, too. He really is. I don't know how well you know him. I got a chance to know him. Great guy.
Now, I did meet him a couple times, but he is in a famous photo that I gave to my brother It's Iafrate taking a shot from the point, and it was... Ooh.
Oh, look at this coming in. Brett Allen. Boy, puck lay there. This line, every time they're out there, are wreaking havoc. Was it your brother?
Yeah, my brother
in net?
in net. And Iafrate was taking a slap shot from the point, and a guy you would know, I believe it was Alfie Turcotte, was in front, and Pat LaFontaine was in front.
No kidding.
What a team that was.
Yeah. Turcotte, I don't know if that, does the hockey school still happen? 2-on-0 here. Look at this, Mike. 2-on-0.
Oh,
Dahl with the stop. Boy, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if Carter Smith knew he had a man on his wing.
Well, Carter Smith is their leading goal scorer, I believe, with 22 goals. And when goal scorers are down 7-1, Sean, their vision gets a little bit tight. And when they see that high blocker corner open, they're going to go for it. But Dahl just got that blocker up. And again, rebound, out of play.
Pidcock now. Nice move at the line. He gets it in deep. In on Vol. Boy, good effort driving to the net by number 21, Hunter Pulowski. That's a good-looking junior. Trenton, they just grow hockey players here, don't they?
It is something. It's one of those associations that pumps them out. That's what makes Trenton High School hockey so great.
St. Edward coming on, though. Give him some credit. Still fighting hard in this one. And this is going to be called right in front of the net. Some interference away from the puck, and I think St. Edwards is going to a power play here. Mike?
Yeah, I think he's looking at it. He's like, what, me? And they're like, well, yeah, the puck wasn't there when you knocked the guy down. So here, oh man, it just, Dahl's just getting a piece of everything, Sean.
Sure is. So St. Edward back on the power play. They got the Carter Smith, the very active defenseman at one of the points. Here's Smith, shot from the point. Dahl gets a piece of that. Rebound comes in. I think Dahl may have gotten a second stop there. Coming out of the corner, Yondo, centering pass. Cleared to the line, but not out. Finally out there. Went off of Allen's skate. And Trojans Popowitz is going to send it the length of the ice. Trojans make one change. Durbin goes back out there. And now it is the dangerous Carter Smith. Tried to take it wide. Centering pass for Yondo, just wide. Smith on it still. Smith turns, fires. Dahl with a stop.
Oh, that's got to be. Carter Smith is really feeling that he wants goals, but that was not a touch late. That was a lot of late.
Hey, Sam Bernstein Law, presenting sponsor of the Hockey Player of the Year and Wall Awards. Voting is now available on statechampsnetwork.com. Injured? Get the Bernstein advantage. Call 1-800-CALL-SAM.
Well, they didn't give him a penalty on that one.
I was surprised at that, too. That was well after the whistle.
It's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out the rest of the 7 minutes and 30 seconds.
Reese wins the draw back for St. Edward. That shot high and wide. Controlled, however, by Woody Wright. Woody Wright tripped up. Allen goes the other way. He's got Durbin trailing. Allen drops it for Durbin. Durbin tried to play it to the middle, but staying home was Gilliam. Sean Gilliam with a nice play there, the junior defender. Once again, that's Eccles. It was Eccles and Durbin on that previous rush, and here they come again. Eccles for Durbin. Look at Durbin coming in. Durbin, boy, what a move. Outside in, and he got that release off again. Mike, shorthanded attempt.
Yep, he's really got that where he kind of draws that puck in to him inside himself, and then he just kind of gets it off the defenseman and does not allow it to get blocked.
Now Allen back out there. He sends it out in the neutral zone. Woody Wright has to start over. 40 seconds remaining in this power play. Backhanded in. And then promptly sent back out. Meek has to go give chase. That pass doesn't connect, and it goes too far for icing. With 6:50 to go in this one, and Trojans up by a score of 7-1.
Here's that shot that we're talking about, Durbin. You see him kind of pull that into him and then snap it back out. Here we go. This is a nice angle here. Look at this state champs crew. You even get the flex on the stick that we have nowadays, and that just slingshots that puck, and then Durbin eats it a little bit as he gets crushed in the crease.
20 seconds remaining on this power play, but it's Trojans with an opportunity to clear it. I think that puck got up in the face of Eddie Dosa. He went down, but he's up. I hope the young man's okay. You could tell he's in some serious pain. I hope he's all right. Kind of caught him underneath his mask, I think, Mike.
Yeah, looks like he's holding his throat. Hopefully he's going to be all right. He got there. He's getting some help.
All right, good. We're back at 5-on-5. Trojans kill off the penalty. Shot comes in, deflected. Opportunity to skate it out. And that's exactly what Trojans do as the play's called at the line. A zig and a zag. How many times do you see it at the line and the play's called on the offside?
Yep. That was a nice little block by number 22, Ethan Gilbert. Went down almost in a butterfly and made a save to block that shot. And he's having a real sneaky good game here, Sean. He's one of those defensemen that you say, I didn't mention him that much during a game, and that's a good thing. But he's walking with 3 assists right now.
Smith off the draw. He is very active as a defender. Make no mistake about that. Oh, nearly got in, and Dahl may have kicked a leg out. Another big shot straight in on Dahl. Another big shot kicked away by Dahl. Really stepping into that shot was Kenny Sesko, and he let a howitzer go. Smith coming in, another big stop by Dahl. Oh, now it's Dahl's turn to shine. With 5.5 to go. Here come Trojans the other way. Pidcock. Pidcock puts on the brakes. Oh, backhand pass nearly connected in front. That would have been highlight reel. Poked ahead by Bradford. Smith with an opportunity to get it out. They do, and I think there's a penalty being called. I think Trenton's going on a power play here, Mike. Shot comes in, knocked down by the goaltender, Vol. Oof. Big hit in the corner. Touched up. Oof. Another big hit. Woof. I'll tell you what, you could get a couple here. That was Caden Yondo with a high hit at the very end. I know the original check was a cross check.
Mr. Smith out there, he's having a rough time. He's had some chances. He's not getting it in the net, and he just took some frustrations out on the goalie earlier. He just took him out right there. But I really like, at the end of all that, some bigger guys taking advantage of Trenton guys. And Grandin Eccles stepped in and said, hey, come over here. You're not messing with my guy. I got his back. I like what Trenton is showing here tonight.
Trojans on the power play. Durbin was looking for the hat trick, and oh, baby, Vol came over at the last second, got a piece of that, Mike.
Yep, that sounds a lot like what we've seen a lot. Look at the movement here, a little deception, and see Donovan was up. He went down. He's moving off the puck. When these guys are moving off the puck, they're hard to stop.
That puck's cleared the length of the ice. Trying to pick up some speed now, Eccles. Eccles plays it to himself. Kept in at the line, walking in, shot goes wide. Comes all the way out, and Trojans have to start back in their own zone. Durbin picking up speed. Durbin gets his pocket picked that time. Trojans start over, the dangerous Allen. Allen. High off the glass to himself. Nice play. Centering pass. Nobody was there. And the puck just creeps out over the line. 1 minute left in this Trenton power play. 4 minutes left in the game. This one's going to come all the way in on Dahl. Daughtry comes back behind his own net. He's going to wait for traffic to clear. Durbin skates by him. Aiden plays it to himself. Picked off in the neutral zone, promptly sent all the way back down. Eccles goes back to pick it up with 35 seconds remaining in this Trojan power play. 7-1 Trojans. Pushed in by Allen, back behind the net. LeMay on it. LeMay. Hops over Durbin's stick. And going back to chase it is Daughtry. Aiden Daughtry, sophomore defender. Knocks it in back behind Vol. Mike has to pick the 3 stars. Good luck with that, Mike. Gordon Eccles shot deflected high, and the draw staying deep. 2 seconds left on this power play. 3:04 left in this game, Mike.
Yeah, it was another tough 3-star decision because there's about 6-7 guys out here from both sides that really have had some nice games. Some standout play here. Having to narrow it down to 3, but I think I got the 3 most impactful guys tonight.
By the way, the temperature dropped about 38 degrees in the last 15 minutes. I wanted to point that out. 38 degrees, is that fair?
Yeah,
okay.
That might be an understatement, kind of like the shot total here.
It went from 30 degrees, I'm convinced, to about 8 under right now.
Yeah, it is incredible how cold it is, and I don't like it.
Well, we're going to be able to go outside and warm up in a minute or 2.
Yeah, do you have automatic start on your car?
Yes.
Thank you. Do you have the automatic seat warmers?
No. Oh, sorry.
Okay, it's okay. All is good.
2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Here come Trojans, looking for more. Picked off. That's Souders. Souders trying to do it himself. That's poked away. Levi Murray doing battle down there. He gets some help as well. Some bodies flying all over the place, and I think we're getting another penalty call here, Mike.
Yeah, I think the refs are getting a feel for this might get a little bit out of hand as this game's coming to an end, and they're going to try to put the clamps down on it.
Hey, at Lawrence Technological University, your dream of scholarship-level college athletics is real. LTU offers varsity sports for men and women while earning a world-class degree. Scholarships are available at lturecruityourself.com. I handed the read to Coach Hunter. It's that point in the night.
Well, he's a man of many hats, too.
Coach Hunter does a lot of things, let's be honest. I would give him one of the 3 stars for going and grabbing a couple Diet Mountain Dews. Let's be perfectly honest.
That saved the game, Sean.
Oh, Doe with a big stop again. As St. Edwards looks for more. Reese doing battle down there. That puck finally chipped out and down the ice. Giving chase down there is Woody Wright. Woody Wright picking up speed now. Sends it far side. Plays called at the line. That is offside. Skater took himself offside there, Mike.
Yeah, and I think St. Ed's is going to try to get out of here, regroup, and come back again tomorrow for another game and see if they can fix a few things. Because, again, just like Michigan high school hockey, we're in that final stretch of final 3 games for teams for the playoffs. St. Ed's is getting ready for some playoffs, too.
Brownlie is going to clean that. Vol comes out. He's going to leave it back behind his own net. With $1:25 to go in this one. What an impressive win for Trenton. However, Carter Smith still fighting for St. Edward. He's crushed in the corner. Slow to get up, as a matter of fact. He's finally back on his knees. Probably it comes right back to him. He's like, please don't hit me again. He's going right to the bench, I think, Mike.
He's a goal scorer. Is he going to the bench or to the point so he can get a shot?
He's going to the point.
Yeah. He wants another shot.
Tough
and
kid.
Here it is.
Here it is. Come on, Carter.
Give it to him.
Wind her up, Carter. Oh, didn't get all of it. No doubt about that. 50 seconds left in this one. 40 seconds remaining in this power play for St. Edward. Kept in by Souders. Back to Smith. Comes back to Smith. High slot shot comes in. And Dull gloves that down with 35.2 seconds remaining.
I've got to say, that was a great job by Carter Smith keeping his head. He got popped down there in the corner. You could see the thoughts going through his head. He just got to his position and tried to score some goals. Nothing extracurricular.
Trojans clear it. Vol's going to come out. Leave it there. Is coming back to get it is Woody Wright. Woody Wright with some speed now. Throws it into the neutral zone. It's picked off by Trojans, sent down the ice by Ethan Gilbert. Eccles is going to throw it all the way back. And over to Gilbert. And that's going to go all the way down to Vol, and that is going to do it. 5 seconds left in this one. Back to 5-on-5. Your final score here tonight. Trenton comes away with a convincing 7-1 victory over St. Edward. Shots on goal, 43-24 in favor of the Trojans.
Yeah, that was impressive, Sean. I'm going to be honest, I did not see that coming. But Coach Clements let us know he was really feeling this game, and it wasn't what had happened earlier in the year. It was how his team was playing in the moment. He thought they were going to have a good practice, working on defense, working on physicality, and he got it.
Quite a statement by the Trojans here tonight. No doubt about that. Mike, you ready?
I am ready. Is it time?
3 stars as the boys shake hands. Who you got as the third star?
The third star in net, and it says 23 saves. I think he more had like 30 saves. Theo Dahl with a real nice performance. He was putting everything off to the side. Great game. Number 2 star, Player of the Year nominee, Donovan Durbin. I thought he was all over the ice, had some great shot opportunities, a couple of goals. But the kid that was moving nonstop, creating chances, getting chances, and with 4 points, number 14, Brett Allen, is our number 1 star.
I'm not going to argue too much with that. No doubt about it. Heck of a night. And did I mention Brett Allen is only a junior? Speaking of Brett Allen, congratulations, Mr. Allen. You get a conversation with our own Brian Haynes. Brian?
Thanks, guys. Hey, man, super dominant win for you guys tonight, and you were a huge contributor in this game yourself. Your play led to 3 goals this game. 2 were your own, and 1 was an assist. How would you describe your play in this game, and how did your teammates help?
I say we played really good, but my teammates like Donovan Durbin and Brandon Eccles, that was a great contribution. I couldn't say I could do without them. And my 2 D partners, Doherty and LeMay back there, I mean, they set it all up for me. So I love them.
Excellent. Now, just looking ahead, what's next for you guys, and what does this mean tonight win for you specifically?
I say we're just coming into the next game with a lot of energy off that win. I mean, that's a great win off one of the best teams in Ohio. I mean, you got to love it.
Thank you so much. Have a good night. Back to you guys upstairs.
Great stuff. Really appreciate it, Brian. Great job tonight. Chuck down on the ice as well. Appreciate you guys. Heck of an effort by the entire crew here tonight. Mike Ivesil, any final thoughts on this one?
D2, watch out. Just when you thought Trenton was sleeping, they're going to be in your nightmares now.
They're not fooling me anymore. Thank you, guys. Here the coaches are down there. Thank you, guys. Seriously. Final score here tonight. Trenton comes away with a 7-1 victory. Again, many thanks to everybody out there. Make no mistake about that. Most importantly, thank you for joining us, inviting us into your TVs, inviting us into your computers, your laptops, whatever the case may be. For everybody involved, my name is Sean Belegian saying good night from Trenton.
State Champs Game Time Live is powered by Alta Equipment Company. Game Time Live is also brought to you by Lawrence Technological University. 1-800-CALL-SAM. The Michigan Army National Guard. The Michigan High School Hockey Coaches Association, Reaction Technologies, and the MHSAA.